Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching Where with Sim again. Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's video, we're going to be going over this weather today and even the next few days. And it doesn't really seem to be very active, but we're going to be starting off with the Storm Prediction Center outlook, where we do just have a few general risks for thunderstorms, mainly across the Carolinas and even Florida, seeing a chance for thunderstorms tonight and into the evening hours. But I don't know if it's really going to be concerning anymore, because if we look at the next 2 days, we are seeing a very low chance for thunderstorms. At least no thunderstorms are expected, and this is from the Storm Prediction Center as well. So I mean, we'll really have to watch, but not really expecting any precipitation for quite some time. But if we look at the excessive rainfall, same thing, no precipitation is expected for quite a while, so it sounds like we won't be seeing any excessive rainfall nor flash flooding, so we'll have to keep watching. But even if we do see a little bit of rainfall, that shouldn't really be a flash flood threat. So I mean, we'll keep watching, but not really expecting anything significant or not even much in the way of rain. But if we look at the Climate Prediction Center outlooks, these are the maps, and if we look at this, we are seeing some snowfall for the Rockies for the rest of today. We are seeing even some snowfall for the Appalachian Mountains, getting all the way down into the North Carolina and even Tennessee mountains. But we'll really have to watch this closely. Maybe a chance for some thunderstorms across Florida, getting into the Carolinas, but other than that, not really seeing very much active weather. But for tomorrow, things do change a little bit. Our snowfall does ramp up across the Rocky Mountains, and then mixed precipitation around it. We do have an isolated area of some heavy snowfall possible, so that will be for portions of Idaho, and then up here in northern New England we could see some mixed precipitation as well. But if we look at Friday, a little bit different story, where we will see more widespread snowfall across the Rocky Mountains, and then mixed precipitation as far down south as New Mexico and Arizona. We will be seeing a chance for rainfall across Florida and even a little bit of the Carolinas, but up here in Maine, getting into the Great Lakes, we may even see some snowfall too. So we'll watch closely, but we'll have to watch for some significant snowstorms, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But if we look at the Climate Prediction Center outlook, 6 to 10 day outlook, expecting pretty well below average for pretty good portion of the eastern United States, getting into the central United States, slightly above for portions of the northern United States, getting into California. But for precipitation, absolutely different, because we will be seeing below average precipitation for a pretty good portion of the Rockies, getting into the Ohio Valley, where we could be seeing much below average precipitation, and then getting up into New England. So everyone will be getting quite a break from precipitation, and then same goes for the south, where we will be seeing above average precipitation again. So we continue to see above average precipitation for the south, but it's kind of equal chances for the northern and central United States. But if we look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, things do change a lot, where we will go back to slightly above average temperatures across some of the areas that have seen below average. New England and even some of the East Coast continues to see below average still, but much of the western and even central United States will continue to see slightly above to pretty well above average. But if we look at the precipitation, we will go back to slightly above average precipitation as we as we head after the below average precipitation, which was on the 6 to 10 day outlook. But it's a good thing we're not seeing drier than normal precipitation for quite a while, but we will continue to stay drier up here in the northern United States. But we will be seeing a chance for some storms across this area, and we'll also be talking about that too as well. But if we look at the radar though, It's looking pretty intense for what the GFS mall is showing as we get into December 8th, but for today, it's looking like things don't really seem to be active at all. Maybe a little bit of snowfall and rain in some areas, but other than that, not really active. And as we continue to take this forward, we may see a small round of snowfall on Sunday around, most likely around in the morning time frame. And as we continue to take this forward, we kind of see a round of storms across the Ohio Valley on December 2, and then as we get into December 3rd, things become a little bit more active and a little bit more uncertain, especially because we are heading really far out. Then we continue to take this forward. It is showing that we could see a big line of storms moving across Indiana and into Ohio. So I mean, there's still a lot of uncertainty, especially because we're heading a lot of days out. December 8th is like 2 to 3 weeks out, so it's not really going to be likely that we will be seeing that. But if we look at the total snowfall is looking uncertain too, because we are heading all the way out to December 8th. But as of right now, the GFS model is showing that we'll definitely be seeing snowfall for the Rocky Mountains, and we even talked about that for today, tomorrow, and even the day after, and that was with the Weather Prediction Center. But even across some of the Ohio Valley, getting into the New England, and even portions of the Mid-Atlantic could experience anywhere from about an inch to 2 inches. Some areas close to Evansville only getting about a tenth of an inch, so not really super concerning either with snowfall, especially across the Ohio Valley. But we'll keep watching, but we're mainly going to be focused on New England and even the Rocky Mountains probably for the rest of this week, because we're not really seeing any active snowfall across the central United States. So, but if we look at the precipitation, absolutely different. Because if you look across like Indiana, getting to Illinois, Kentucky, and even West Virginia, seeing anywhere from about 2 inches of rain to almost 3 inches of rain in some areas. And this is all the way out to December 8th, so still a lot of uncertainty about how things really want to play out. But across the West Coast, we could be talking more flood events compared to that storm that we did see a couple of weeks ago, where we did see quite a bit of precipitation across this area. But now we're kind of seeing that again with the GFS model. But like I said, we are heading like 3 weeks out, so things don't look to be exactly right, but we'll have to keep watching. But if we look at the alerts, we are seeing some pretty different alerts, because if we look, special weather statements across West Virginia, some small craft advisories, and even some gale warnings in effect for the Atlantic Ocean, and then even some winter storm watches in effect for places like Nebraska, down into Kansas, and then some pretty good winter storm warnings in effect for Wyoming, getting into Colorado and Montana. But if we look at Cheyenne is expected to see heavy snow on Thursday and maybe even a little bit of Friday. But if we look all the way down towards Fort Collins is expected to see heavy snow too as well. So we will definitely be seeing snowfall in quite a bit of areas. We even have some winter weather advisories in effect too as well, but only for the places that are expected to see less in the way of snowfall. But we'll still have to really watch. But thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys did have a great night. Hope you guys do have a great Thanksgiving. We won't be busy tomorrow, so I may do one tomorrow, and I didn't actually mean I was gonna take off those days. But since we won't be busy tomorrow, I probably will do one tomorrow, so you can keep that in mind. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I should do one tomorrow.